Okay. Will manufacturing move to Mexico? Got a request, so we shall see. Or will the bulk of it from China to Mexico, will that happen? Let's see. There is an option, but it is not going through. There is the Eight of Cups. That's the abandonment. Here is the sort of the new investment or the new offer to do so. So it is a topic of conversation. It is something that is looked at seriously, but it is not something that happens. So, if it's not going to move to Mexico, and Trump and his tariffs and his trade war with China, will it worsen? Will it get better? I love these cards. They spread everywhere. I love it. The rest of my cards will not spread on this table. It has no finish. Yeah, it's just wood. So, will it get better? Will it get worse? Trade war. Because I guarantee you, I worked for the phone company at one point, and half of those, that fees and services and surcharges and other charges, all of that is just passed on bills. It's stuff that they get charged for, that they break up and they put on your bill. Like this, there's a fee for some, I forget what the name of it is, but I looked it up. That's how I knew. And basically what the fee is the phone company gets charged for basically being a phone company, for having power lines and towers and all of that. They get charged for that. They break that charge up and they put it on your bill. That way they don't pay for it. That's what happens with everything. So if Walmart has to, pay $5 for an hourglass instead of 50 cents, then they're going to charge you $6.50, $7.50. The next person who can't afford to go that low is going to have to charge you $10. So that's what's going to happen. So is it going to get worse? Is it going to get better? What? Disappointment? Regret? It's already saying it's going to get worse then, because if he looks around and then the economy is going bad, it's his fault. Death. Well, isn't that ominous? Ten of Wands. Oh, Lord. Knight of Swords. This is what happens when you elect Republicans. I said this in, I think, the Steve Bullock video. Now someone has to run on the platform of Make America Great Again. Now somebody has to run on that, because Donald Trump and his cronies have effed it up. Regret, major change, burden. There's the security, there's the money, there's the inevitable turn with the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune gets a clarifier, there's the Sun. So it's a good change so far. Good change. Justice is your fear. Your hopes. Eight of Swords. Environment is the Three of Swords. And behind the scenes is the Ace of Swords. Three of Cups, your word of warning, and your word of solace is strength. And your outcome is the King of Wands. This gets turned around because they basically tell Trump what he can and cannot do anymore. We start with the Five of Cups. Disappointment, regrets. There's change. There's a huge burden. We have to go through this first, though. There is someone who sort of gallops in and changes things and talks about the security of the nation being tied to its GDP. There is the inevitable turn. It is a good turn. Justice does step in. This is the fear, however. And the hopes is to bind the president. But like I said, these are not predictive cards. They're just hopes and fears. But here it is. Same thing. You have the Justice, which is the separation. Three branches of government. You have the binding of the president, so you have the sort of reining in on his power. Your word of warning is those connected to the issue. Your word of solace is you do have the strength to overcome. And then the King of Wands is your outcome. And the King of Wands is a person who is a leader, who can be a little bit overly aggressive, who can be an asshole. So this is where it's going to end, is with that person. So yeah, we go through into a better time with the Six of Swords, but we have to go through the stormy sea first in order to get to the calmer water. There's a fire sign woman who sort of abandons the prospect of waiting. So that might be Nancy. She might be trying to pull some strings now because you are you're proactively harming the country. There is work and sharing and sort of completion. There's a loss after the Fool's Journey. Yeah, and you have to rein in the Emperor's power. So it is very easy to point blame at the moment, because it is his fault, at the overly aggressive, stupid leader who has no tact, who has no couth. It is very easy to do that. On this in particular issue, I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming the rest of government that let him get away with this.